I recently spent $17.50 at the Dollar Tree where I picked up a bunch of new, or at least new to me, skincare products. Today I'm going to be testing them out and giving a first impression review. Hey everyone, I'm wygowarrior, aka Julie. Welcome to my channel. Alright, let me get everything out of the bag and then I will share with you, test out, or try on all of the products I got. The first product I want to test out is this one here from Power Stick, which is a face and body wipe in Brazilian mist. I'm mainly curious to see if this smells like the Sol de Janeiro, Cherry Moça 62, because the Brazilian mist line of products are a dupe for that scent. Alright, peeling off that sticker was a pain, but I can get a scent immediately. Smells so good. Not that I need or want a scent when I use like a face wipe, but I bought these so I could remove swatches, and it's normal size, and actually you get 30 wipes in this pack, whereas the other face wipes sold at the Dollar Tree come with 25 wipes. So this one is a good deal. Alright, next up is this product, which is called Rosé Champagne Wishes. It's a fragrance mist, and it's from a brand called the SPATHECARY. This one has a very nice mister, very broad and soft. It has a decent scent. I have used this a few times, and what I'll say is it doesn't last very long. But to be fair, I've never used a spray like this. To me, this seems to be a dupe of a fragrance mist you might pick up at Bath & Body Works. But let me get some more on, and then I will definitely check in later. It could be I was just using it as a perfume, only putting some on my wrist, and later I'll be like, I don't smell anything. Let me know if these are the type where you're supposed to like spray your entire body after showering. It's possible I was using it incorrectly. Alright, now let's dive into the actual skincare. And I want to start with this line of products from a brand called BPURE. All of these seem to be dupes or dupe-ish for Glow Recipe products. They're all titled Glow Up. That's hint number one. Hint number two is they all have a fruit and seem to do similar things as to the Glow Recipe products. Unfortunately, I only own one Glow Recipe product, which is this one here, the Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. So when it comes to testing out this product here, which is their Glow Up Serum that has watermelon extract and niacinamide, I'll do a simple side-by-side. But the rest of the products, we're just going to have to assume that they were intended to be dupe-ish. But let me get started using products in the order I typically use them. Now, I have a lot of serums today, and I'm going to be testing them all out. So at some point, my skin may say, enough is enough. I'll let you know if I experience any pilling. But I start my skincare routine with toners, and I actually found two toners there. One is the Glow Up, which I believe is a Glow Recipe dupe. And then there's this guy, which is called Balancing Toner Mist. And it's from Global Beauty Care. Global Beauty Care and BPURE are two skincare brands that I see frequently at the Dollar Tree. And I actually have tried products from them before, and they were nice. I know some of you are very curious about ingredients, so I'm going to quickly read the ingredients. If a product has like 30 ingredients, I'm not going to read them all. I'll maybe read like the top 6. And for this product, those ingredients are water, glycerin, propylene glycol, hydrogenated starch, hydrosate, hamamylaceous, witch hazel, willow bark extract, butylene glycol, and castor oil, hyaluronic acid, and a bunch of others. So hyaluronic acid is good. Witch hazel is good for those who like that in a toner. I have dry skin. It's a little harsh for me. The mister is very aggressive, but that's okay. What I do when I apply toners that have an aggressive mister is I just spritz them in my hand, rub my hands together, and then press them into my face as if I was in that movie with the kid who screams, which is escaping me. What is that movie called? Home Alone. All right. Doesn't seem to have a scent. Doesn't feel tacky or sticky. I would say for a first impression, that is pretty darn good. And just so you're aware how I judge skincare products, I cannot stand when anything is sticky or tacky. I don't like it when anything smells funky, icky, or just bleh. And I don't like it when products, are pilling. Those are my criteria for a first impression review if I think I want to continue trying out and using the product. All right, now let's test out the Glow Up toner. And it has a picture of a watermelon, so my expectations are that it should smell like watermelon. This is actually a glass bottle for $1.25. That is impressive. All right, the product comes with a little plastic stopper. And let's see. Perfect. I love this type of applicator. Comes out slowly when you shake it so you don't get too much. All right. It smells like watermelon or something trying to be watermelon. Let me try and read some of the ingredients. We have white text on a very light pink box, so I might struggle. All right, first ingredient, water, glycerin, propylene glycol, xanthan gum, PEG 40 hydrogenated castor oil, phenoxyethanol. I'm going to stop there because the more the words, the harder they are to pronounce. Although, didn't it claim it has niacinamide? Let's see if I can see that actually in the ingredients list. Oh yes, it's in the middle there. And it does have watermelon fruit extract. All right. Thumbs up for me. Smells great. Met all my criteria of not being tacky, sticky, or pilling up. All right. After I apply toners, I then go in with serums. Let's start with this one, which is also from BPURE. It's the Glow Up Serum, which has watermelon extract and niacinamide. And let's see if it actually has those ingredients. Again, we have white text on a pink box. All right, ingredients go. Water, glycerin, propylene glycol, PEG 17, copolymer polyceramide, I'm doing that when I can't pronounce something. PEG 40. I don't know what those pegs are. Which is again hydrogenated castor oil, carbomer, a bunch of other things, and then niacinamide again is in the middle, and it has watermelon fruit extract, which to me tells me it should smell like watermelon. This also is a glass bottle. It does come with a pump. Let's squirt some out here. Let me try to get it up here so I can compare it. All right, it's thick. I don't know if my bright lights, let's give it a second there. So it's thick enough where it's not, dripping down my hand. There it goes. Now, here is the glow recipe. Let's do a little side by side. OMG. They look identical. So this finger is the one from the Dollar Tree, and this one here is from Glow Recipe. Hopefully they act the same. They both smell similar. I shouldn't have put that Glow Recipe. All right, I'm going to apply the one from the Dollar Tree with one hand and see how I do. I'm going to take the Glow Recipe and put it on the back of my hand here. That was nice. Skin is not feeling sticky or tacky. And to me, that is very dupe-ish to the Glow Recipe product. All right, next up from BPURE, we have the Glow Up Revitalizing Serum. And this one has pomegranate extract and peptides. I am not familiar whether or not Glow Recipe has a product with pomegranate. If I find one, it will be floating on screen. Also glass and with a pump. Alright, so this product is a lot runnier than the last serum, although it's not runny like a toner. It's kind of halfway in between. Ooh, I like the scent of that one. The scents are very, very subtle, but they are there, and they smell fruity. Let's get this on my skin. Alright, and while that's sinking in, let's see what these ingredients are all about. Alright, so we have water, propylene glycol, butylene glycol, isopropyl, mysterate, PEG 60, sorbitan, stearate, sorbitan, PEG 100, stearate, dimethicone, glycerol stearate, bunch of things, coconut oil, niacinamide, and punica granatium fruit extract. I'm wondering if that's like the botanical word for pomegranate. In this product, the niacinamide was a lot lower in the ingredients list. I would say like 3/4 of the way down, whereas in the other products so far, it was above the halfway point. Alright, next is the BPURE Grow Up Renewing Serum with avocado extract and ceramides. And the ingredients for this are water, butylene glycol, ethyl palmitate, ceteris 25, caprolactriglyceride mineral oil, ceteris 6, PEG 100 stearate, olive fruit oil, and avocado fruit extract. I skipped over a bunch there because I said I was only going to mention the top 6 and I keep going over. Apologies for my horrible pronunciations. Alright, so this one's cute. Again, glass. The product is green. I do know that Glow Recipe has an avocado product. I want to say this one is maybe a night serum. Again, the formulation is kind of not super thick, but not super thin. It's kind of a thicker thin formula versus a thinner thick, if that makes any sense. Alright, what does this smell like? It smells lovely. I personally don't know what avocado smells like when it comes to skincare, so it's possible that's what avocado smells like. It's subtly like, I don't know, like a creamy floral fruit, and maybe that's what avocado smells like. It was a nice scent. Doesn't feel sticky or tacky. So again, first impression, great product. Alright, I believe this is the last one of the BPURE Glow Up products. This is the smoothing serum, which has strawberry extract, salicylic acid, AHAs, and BHAs. So this is going to be the exfoliator type serum. I don't know if I want to put that on. Not because I'm scared of it, but because I just applied a bunch and I self-tan today and it's not time for me to exfoliate. So I think with this one, I'll just try it on the back of my hand. Again, it has a glass bottle and a pump. Let's see if it's like the last 3. Oh no. So this one's slightly thicker, more reminiscent of the watermelon version, although it reminded me when it plopped out of the consistency of like aloe vera. So let's put some on the back of my hand. This one has the lightest scent of all of them, although let me squirt a little more. Yeah, I'm barely getting anything, which is probably a good thing because I know a lot of people don't like scents, but since they said strawberry, I was expecting a strawberry scent. But actually, of all the fruits, that one can be a little obnoxious when it comes to artificial strawberry scents. So I'm not mad that I can barely smell it. All right, let's see what the ingredients are about. Again, we have water, propylene glycol, PEG 17/16, copolymer, polysorbate 80, I'm skipping hydrogenated castor oil, carbomer, bunch of things I can't read, niacinamide. Salicylic acid is like fourth from the last ingredient, right above the fragrances. So I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. I don't know that I'd want the salicylic acid to be the second ingredient after water, but honestly, I'm not sure, is that the norm to have it at the bottom? Someone let me know. All right, again, skin does not feel sticky or tacky. I didn't use it on my face, so I will have to wait until the next time I need to exfoliate and give that one a try. All right, let's move along and test out another serum. This is from a brand called Skin Nutrition Botanicals, and this is a multi-peptide anti-aging serum. Let's see if I can read the ingredients. Water, propanidol, glycerin, rice ferment, palmityl tripeptide 1, tripeptide 7, tripeptide 38, dipeptide, there's a bunch of things I can't pronounce, copper peptide, sodium hyaluronate, vitamin E, provitamin B5, vitamin C, caffeine. This one's looking really good. And it says you can use it AM and PM. And by the way, I forgot to mention, all of the serums I've tested out so far are made in China. That does not bother me. All right, this one was safety sealed as far as like plastic. And when I twisted to open it, it released kind of like a water bottle. All right, this one has a dropper. And hopefully that's not too much. It's clear, a little runny. I would say this is the most typical standard serum consistency of everything I've tried out so far. Does not seem to have a scent. All right, again, skin is feeling really good. There's a little bit of, I wouldn't call it sticky or tackiness. I honestly think I'm at the point where I've applied so many products that I'm getting a little, you know, when you touch your skin, you can kind of, it sticks for a hot second, but I bet if I waited a couple minutes, that would go away. I would say reading the ingredients out of all the serums, this one seems to be the most legit or has the most recognizable good ingredients for your skincare. Right, and then the last serum for today's tryout, this is from a brand called Global Beauty Care, and it's the Vitamin C Facial Serum. Again, we have a glass jar. The last one was glass. All of them have been glass. How many products have you purchased from name brands that cost more than $1.25 where they did not have a glass bottle? What's their excuse? All right, this one is also a traditional dropper. Let's see if it has a scent. I'm not smelling anything. Give it a whirl. All right, let's see what these ingredients are all about. We have water, glycerin, hydrogenated starch, hydrolysate, propylene glycol, methylglucinate, or glucineth 20. I'm trying to find something that tells me vitamin C. Oh, there we go. Ascorbic acid is the third from the last ingredient. I'm going to say out of all of the serums, this one probably isn't the most legit, but I'm not certain when I do get a legit vitamin C serum. And by legit meaning not at the Dollar Tree, not saying this isn't legit, but I'm not certain where the ascorbic acid falls in the ingredients list. So maybe it's typically fourth from the bottom, but from what I know about ingredients, this one just seemed not quite as good as all of the other ones. Still gonna use it and try it. All right, only 2 more products. Thanks for hanging in. So this next one is, or could be, controversial. Bum, bum, bum. So we have, also from Global Beauty Care, a product that is a Snail Mucin moisturizer. If you aren't aware what Snail Mucin is, I'll let you Google it. No, it's the ingredient that a snail kind of leaves a trail, and it has magical powers that is wonderful for our skin. Don't ask me how they farm that up. I don't know. I don't want to know. All I know is K-Beauty has this in many, many products. I've used products with this ingredient before, so don't be scared. Oh, how cute. It's in a purple little tub. It's a gel formula, which I really enjoy. Let's see. Doesn't seem to have a scent. So let's get her on and see how well it, absorbs into my skin. That was lovely. Doesn't feel sticky or tacky. Let's see what these ingredients are all about. All right, we have water, sorbitol, glycerin, glycerous 26, snail secretion filtrate. That is the magical ingredient. I am shocked and surprised and happy to see that that is the 5th ingredient. That is impressive. It has a bunch of other ingredients that I've seen in the other products that tend to be common to skincare. So for first impression, that actually blew my mind because I was expecting this to be more, I don't know, something where the snail mucin that they're advertising is like at the bottom and they barely use some. Having it as the 5th ingredient means there's a decent amount in this product. All right, last but not least is this product, which is from a brand called XTRACARE, and this is their Hydro Plus Water Gel. This one is dupe-ish to the Neutrogena Hydrogel, although the packaging is giving Sol de Janeiro vibes. But this one is a blue, thin gel, and yeah, if you've used that Neutrogena, I forget what they actually call it, it looks very similar. Now, compared to that last gel, this is a hair looser. But let me get it slathered on, and then I'll give my final thoughts. So that went on beautifully. Very similar to the last product. If you like water gel products, I think you're going to enjoy these, especially at $1.25. But let's take a look at the ingredients. All right, so this one, out of all of the products, has the shortest ingredient list. So we have water, glycerin, dimethicone, phenylxylethanol, PEG-20, methyl glucose sequestrate, polyacrylamide, C13-14 isoparaffin, laureth-7, chlorphenicin, acrylates C10-30, alkyl acrylate, cross polymer, fragrance, sodium hydroxide, sodium hyaluronate, and blue 1. Oh, interesting. This product actually has a little asterisk that says this product is not manufactured or distributed by Johnson & Johnson, the distributor of Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. Okay, so this one definitely is the dupe for the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. Otherwise, they wouldn't have put that disclaimer on here. Now, the other products didn't do that. However, I have purchased products from the Dollar Tree which do a similar thing. They claim, oh, I'm not made by the same company that makes product XYZ. And that is how they get away with, or kind of let you know, hey, we're duping this product, but we can't say we're duping it. We just claim we aren't made by them in case you think this is the same product. It's probably how they get out of any potential legal ramifications. All right, let's take one last look at my skin. It's feeling lovely, soft, it hydrated, no red patches. So if anyone's scared, I've tried products from the Dollar Tree. Just know, me personally, I haven't had any issues. I'm certain if there was an issue with the product, it would be all over the news. Now, if you do have allergies to products, definitely read the ingredients. I know one of my viewers has an allergy to mineral oil. One of these serums, or a couple of them, mentioned mineral oil, so those wouldn't work for you. Some had castor oil, and castor oil is actually really good for your skin, and other ingredients. And then, reminder again, these are made in China. I have no affiliation with these brands, products, or the Dollar Tree. I'm just someone who is almost 59 years old, loves skincare to keep youthful, and am somewhat frugal at times, and have no issues testing out or trying products from the Dollar Tree. So let me know if you enjoy these types of videos. Also, I'm super curious if you've tried any of these products and what your thoughts are. Anytime I empty a product, I will do a full-on review. So make sure you're subscribed and hit that bell icon so you're notified when I post that video. All right, I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so by now, I would love if you would subscribe. For those who have, thank you so much. Remember to click that bell icon so you can be notified of future videos. And if you can do me a big favor, clicking on the thumbs up, it really does help with my channel to grow, as does swiping the hype button if you happen to be watching on your phone. All right, thanks everyone.